mar, sulla sponda lieve mormora. La luna lontano appar ed ogni onda vaga tremola, tremola qui nel mio seno la speranza del nostro amore. Là sotto il cielo sereno è bello vivere, unir nell'estasi cuore, cuore. Non dormire, vieni laggiù, tu che soffrire non dovrai più laggiù verso l'infinito. È questa l'ora d'amor, ogni amante la desidera. La bocca vuole baciar e tremante bacia e mormora. Canta l'amor la squisita, ninna nanna se stanca il cor, e nella pace infinita il cor si snamora nel dolce fascino dell'amore. Te non dormire, vieni laggiù, tu che soffrire non dovrai più laggiù verso l'infinito del cielo e del mar, per non tornar mai più. Stanotte placido è il mare,
This cafe was the very first one opened in North Beach. In the West Coast, it was the first Italian espresso house. And at that time, there were no other cafes here, so we are like a landmark. This is the original Caffe Trieste. My father opened it in 1956, and even though there's 1,000 other places, there's only one Caffe Trieste, and people keep coming back here.
Sento la nostalgia d'un passato dove la mamma mia ho lasciato. Non ti potrò scordare, casetta mia, di questa notte stellata, la mia serenata, io canto per te.
I remember being in the big ship. We were refugees, and I remember getting sick on it, and they separated me from my family, so all those things stay in my mind. And when we arrived on Ellis Island, I had the measles, and so they wanted to quarantine me. But my dad, you know, being the person that he is, got me out of that one too, and I was able to leave with them.
Coming from Italy to America was quite a change because it was difficult. As a matter of fact, we didn't even come to San Francisco. We went to San Clemente originally. And I remember, this is something else I remember, this is difficult. Me and my sister, first day of school, they pick us up on the bus. They know one word of English. I tell you, it was just something else. I didn't even know how to say, where's the bathroom here? And I tell you, I had one heck of a time all day until I got home. So things like that, yes, it was very difficult, depressing.
Pensare a me, continua pure la tua strada, senza mai pensare a me. Tanto cosa vuoi? C'è stato solo una parentesi fra noi. Forse piangerò, ma in qualche modo, bene o male, tu vedrai, mi arrangerò.
We just came from Italy. I was 7.5 and started school, and then after about a year they discovered I had a voice. So all of a sudden I'm doing lessons day and night. The priest, they got me in the choir loft, they got me after school, they got me going after at night and they just trained me, and they discovered a soprano voice. And then I became their soloist, and from there on very intense voice training. So that's how I started off as a boy. And of course from there I went also, at that point there I was they suggested for me to take some acting lessons, took some acting lessons too. Then I started taking piano, had to take some piano too. I think I did most things except tap dancing.
My family, my papa, he had a great voice tenor. I mean, he was a fisherman. Maybe for the sea, the smell for the beautiful, something calm, inspiration inside. He had a beautiful voice. He was a tenor, light tenor. My mama, she was a singer, you know, like a pop singer. And I think so, and at that time, you know, I used to sing when I used to go to school, sing all the time, never stop, never stop, never stop. And I am very lucky. I met my wife, and she got a voice. She brought a voice to me. What a combination was. Fantastic combination. Seeing that today now, for many years we are over here, we still sing all the time. And we still sing because we love music. Without music, I'm dead man. Music keeping me strength to go to run all day. The music. I believe in music. I tell the truth, I am so happy when I sing.
Granada, tierra soñada por mí, mi canetar se vuelve gitano cuando él para ti, mi canetar hecho de mi caleta, flor de melancolía, que yo te vengo de
People do say that the reason that this neighborhood is like the way it is because of the Italians, because they're so open and so friendly, and that they are very accepting of all types of people. And you could really say this about the family that ran this cafe, because they made it possible for all these people to come and spend time here. No one ever got sent away. I left Humboldt County and I was taking a little trip around California visiting relatives, and then I stopped here to spend a couple days and stay with a friend, and then the next thing I knew I had gone back to Arcata and I had moved every single thing down here.
Granada, Manola, Cantana, e Scotland preciosa. No tengo otra cosa que a darte quel ramo de rosa.
And I felt more at home here than I'd ever really felt anywhere before. It was just a total connection. And the people here that I met, the poets and artists here in the Caffe Trieste and other people in the neighborhood, they just made me feel completely welcome, and I felt as if I had been destined to be here.
Granada, sta llena de heridas, su quiere de sangre de sol. Thank you, signori, grazie, thank you very much. E un grande applauso to the musician.
We had been in the coffee business for quite a few years already, and had a good supplier in San Francisco at the time, but wanted something better. We wanted to do our own roasting, to have more control over the quality and the taste of the coffee, of course, and wanted to add a little more atmosphere to our particular outlet here in North Beach. So we installed this German coffee roaster, which is between 1920 and 1950 vintage. We're not exactly sure where in there. The serial number was eaten off many, many years ago. Our philosophy here is virtually maniacal in the way that we choose our beans. We're obsessed with getting the absolute best available every time. The roast goes through several different phases. It goes from a light green to a yellow and into a light brown. About that time, approximately 8 or 9 minutes into the roast, it pops the skin off of the coffee. There is one residual skin that is left even after the milling process. That's it. When the proper color and oil balance are reached for that particular blend or varietal, the coffee is loaded onto the cooling table. It cools the coffee and mixes it side to side and up and down so that it cools evenly and that the roast doesn't become inconsistent at that point. Coffee means for me a real positive way to start off the day. It's like wine. It's to me, and there are very few things that I drink, and coffee and wine are the only two things that I really enjoy and that I really understand and that I truly appreciate.
This is one of the few cafes in the world where children are totally welcome, and no one can push any children around here. And she adores children, and there's some wonderful other ladies that come in the morning, and the children get taught art, and they get to sit at the tables with the adults and sit in everyone's lap, and then, you know, have the run of the cafe. And Yolanda made that possible. She really loves children, and I really love that about her. That's one of the most special things about this cafe, that children are welcome.
You know how I first came upon here? I just was on my way to my job, which was on Broadway. But Yolanda really is why I kept coming back. She's so loving. I mean, if you don't come to the cafe for a couple of days, she'll say, "Linda, where are you? I didn't see you yesterday." You know, that's just, it's so nice to have that sense of community come from her.
It is probably also going to Caffe Trieste, which we've all done now for a number of years. It's also a ritual. I mean, it becomes almost like a ritual.
Yeah.
You wake up each morning and you know what to do.
You don't have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it. You roll out of bed and you roll down the hill.
Laggiù nell'Arizona, terra di pianti di chimere, se una chitarra suona, cantano mille capinere, hanno la chioma bruna, hanno la fede in cor, se vuoi cercar fortuna, ritroverà l'amor, la mezzanotte va, la ronda del piacere, e nella scurità ognuno vuol godere, son pagine di passione, l'amor non sa tacere. E questa la canzone di mille capi nere. Bandolero è stanco, scende la sierra misteriosa, quel tuo cavallo bianco piega la vampa d'una rosa, quel fior di primavera vuol dire fedeltà, e la sua capinera e le porterà, la mezzanotte va, la ronda del piacere.
For me, the Caffe Trieste is the synonym for romance. I met and fell in love with a poet there. We would clean up after hours, we'd put some opera on the jukebox, and the music would rise with the remains of the cigarette smoke, and we would mop, and I was madly in love with North Beach, the Caffe Trieste, and my poet. I think the chaos is actually a nice background noise to drive away any other distractions. The Caffe Trieste is the living room of North Beach, and there are other cafes like that. When you're at home, there are too many distractions. There are unpaid bills and unmade beds, and if you want to get some writing done, you can just wander on down to the Trieste, pay $1.85, and stay there all afternoon writing and looking at people. They say that the old bohemians are gone, but that's not true. A few of them are still here, and they're imparting their wisdom to a bunch of the next generation. And we hope to pass that on too. The Trieste itself has pulled together a community of people who might not have otherwise gotten together. Sure, there are feuds, there are romances gone sour, but it doesn't really matter because this place keeps existing every day, and we can go down and exchange our ideas and pick up what's new and be creative even more because of that. This is an art village, and I don't think there are very many of these places around.
We just do it on a regular basis. We don't even think about it. We don't rehearse. It's just done, and there's no pressure. It's not because it's a show and you know, you're out there to be a star. It's just a fun thing, and we do it because we love it. I do the tunes that I feel I can really sing with my heart and that I feel I do best for my type of voice. So there's some opera, there's some folk songs, and my brother does the pop, and I'll do a little country western, so you have a little of everything.
I think that San Francisco is a city of many orphans, and Caffe Trieste is a musical experience of a family. So this group of orphans that live in San Francisco, numbering in the tens of thousands, come here for that, in a certain sense. Not to say anything about the music, which is schmaltzy music. It's corny. It's old-fashioned. It's with the passion of the Italian culture and with the gusto of it. But it's very much an experience of the family here at the concert. Sometimes there's a holy moment that happens here, where everyone is right here in some beautiful note that Puccini wrote 100 years ago, and yet it's right now. And that's why people come here every week.
Se tu sei vicino a me, sognando insieme a te, la vita è tutta rosa. È una musica d'amore che sento in fondo al cuore, nell'aria in ogni cosa. Le parole che sai dir, più lievi di un sospir, non possono mentir. So chiudo gli occhi e ti sento a parlare, e la tua bocca mi porti baciare.
A lot of people come to me and say, "She's my God, I can't believe it today. Papa, Mama, Dora, son, how could happen this thing? It's a miracle," he said. We don't go, no many places exist, you got one family together. And we are very proud because we gave something to the people. And when they go away, they remember, they go away with a happiness that day. They are so happy, the enjoyment.
Tu sei vicino a me, la vita è sempre rosa. insieme a te. Thank you, signori, grazie.
Ashamed to sing because after you hear all those beautiful voice, you're going to hear old lady of 82 years old. Dove ero piccolina, mio papà mi portava a ballare, mi diceva Marietta ben grande, mi diceva Marietta ben grande, quando ero piccolina, mio papà mi portava a ballare, mi diceva Marietta ben grande, che ti voglio maritare, ora grande so venuta, all'età di 16 anni, tengo un figlio che chiama già mamma, tengo un figlio che chiama già mamma.